I think about that to now, it's random. Like, how did I get here? I don't really know. I did X Factor. I just hate saying it because, you know, like the association, try to break out of that perception. Being on a TV show and going from nothing to like peak, and then you're dropped. Finding an artist like me, I get it. They're like, oh, you know, make her a little sexy, make her dance, she's a pop star. But I was like, guys, if I had the dream, then I would understand how I could maybe be a cookie cut out artist, but it's not me. Nah, I want to write my songs, I want to say how I feel, and it was never gonna work for me with the label. So how did I handle that? I have absolutely no idea. Most days I'm working in the studio with my engineer, and today we're gonna work on one of my tracks and finish working up on a client single. Yes, yes, but there's one missing. There's something missing.
What if we just have this one for the first time?
There, it's like, can we grab that? Check, 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 check. That was surprisingly good. Not the best. The ending was good. Let me get the first half. You know that when I do it, I look at your face for your little like, oh, you're, You fall asleep. Oh, how dope is that? Did you like that? I love it. Should have warmed up. I wasn't really encouraged to pick up music in my first high school that I went to. I said I wanted to sing. They didn't choose me for the choir, and then they told me to play the viola. Now people from that school like rep that I came from that school, and I'm like, you didn't let me do music. I wanted to sift through what I connected with and what worked with me and be able to make that available for people. And that's pretty much how my company, JOANNE Media, was born. These are mock-up me. I'm gonna make them her. But like, dude, so Gina is not predominantly an artist. I've been developing her from literally scratch. It's so hard to want to make music and execute. You run into so many obstacles. I'm like making a safer path for upcoming women. I don't want to make it easy for them because you need to learn, but I wanted to make it safer. If we schedule our sessions back to back, I can knock out an EP, which is on the same level, quality, execution as a major in like a week. That's where literally every single thing that I thought was a setback in my career has come to be like a required skill for what I'm doing now.
If you tell her she can't do something, she will find a way to do it really well. When she started the whole JOANNE Media company, it wasn't JOANNE Media, she was still doing it. She was killing it. Like this one time, the first time she called me, she said, hey, I got a record for you. I'm like, Joe, it's 5 o'clock. When did you do all this? She's like, oh, we've been at it since 12. I'm like, in 5 hours, you did what like a label would take 4 months to do? Like, what? That's it.
That's it. Got the event tonight and I got like hair and makeup and I'm very, as usual, I have no idea, so.
It's all right, you always figure it out.
Cool. I've got to get home to get ready for an event with MCM. Oh, wait a minute, Don't mind me. Okay. It's hard to remember to keep tabs on your progress. Because especially when you're in the entertainment industry in the heart of LA or like New York, you have goals and you forget that you've gotten there. Your younger self would have died to be in the situation that you're in right now, or even the situation you got yourself into last year. But there's always a new tier of goals, right? You need to remember your why you started. And as I said just before, like, remember your younger self because you can lose sight of how far you've come. So they have an event tonight. Do you know what MCM is? Like a music, there's a lot of musicians that involve themselves with like the brand. Like I always see producers rocking their bags. So I met the team and like we're all really good friends. So now I'm working with them. We're also gonna do a shoot this afternoon before the event because I'm always just casual in the studio. So once in a while when I spice up the look, I'm like, get this on camera because it doesn't happen often. It's gonna be a lot of fancy people there. The people that you used to look up to and aspire to be when you're older, they're broken. And that's sad. I definitely have felt depressed. I've definitely felt stress. I felt it all. And I'm not the type of artist to now that I've had a bit of success, pretend like, you know, fake it till you make it. I'm like, nah, I hadn't not made it. And I like being honest about that. You ever meet my mum or hear my mum on the phone? Yeah, yeah. I love you too.
I like that.
Bye. I tried for quite some time to write a book that was going to be called How to Smile Bigger, but there was so much in it I'd never written before, and I got confused about, like, what have I said before? What is it? I wanted to consolidate the random conversations that hit home and the podcasts and the books and the self-discoveries into something that was just digestible for an average person. I wanted to be easy to read. You don't question your intelligence reading it. So my goal is to slowly sprinkle a little bit of like, look what happens when you can have some consistency in the right sense. But I feel like this came from straight up like, what's good? Yeah, this is JOANNE, this is me. Not that Joey G is any different, but Joey G is kind of my music. This is the me that like my mum just did on FaceTime in Sydney, and I didn't want it to be like a sales pitch like Joey. I like that it's my real name. This is who I am, JOANNE HADJIA. I'd rather have 2% of the fame, but for people that really respect me for me. I guess there are people that will settle for good enough,